Ladies and gentlemen, we're already on Sweat Series episode 5, and today I've got some of the best rushes in the game to showcase to you while going some of the best loadouts in the entire game, so let's hop right into it. Our current Sweat Series record is 19-1. Let's see how we do today. Alright, my opponent Latias is going Azili here, and I'm bringing Oben. And ladies and gentlemen, we are on the map of Sands of Time today for the first match of episode 5 of Sweat Series. Dude, it's so cool that we're already on episode 5. It looks like we're actually both going Druid here, but they brought Azili, so they did bring a different hero. But Druid versus Druid is actually pretty interesting. I'm actually going to do a 2 Druid start. Try to get 2 life buff Druids. I should have placed my second Druid a little bit earlier, but I kind of forgot about it for a second, but that's fine. And we will see how this ends up playing out. I'm excited for this one, though. Very excited. We'll be getting our Oben on round 1 as well, right about there. Opponent's going with 2 Druid start over on their side too, but they didn't get Azili round 1, which I thought was a little bit interesting. Let's actually Bloon boost them some greens, because without a hero, they're going to struggle a little bit to these green balloons. So I kind of want to put some early pressure on them. Looks like they're trying to get some Druid leaks in on one of their Druids, but their second Druid's not going to get leaks in from that. And then they're probably going to try to get leaks on their second Druid. I'm trying to get leaks on both mine right here. We're at 137, so I need to get down. Okay. Alright, so when you get down to like 100, like 50 to 40 lives, I think, for a max Druid buff is going to be the plan. Let's actually Bloon boost at them again. They're going to have to tower boost against this, I'm pretty sure. Their Druids without a hero aren't going to do that well defensively. Do they have to tower boost, actually? Wait a second. They have one of them stuck on first. They might need to. They still haven't even gotten their Azili down. This is actually really interesting how my opponent's playing here. They still do not have their hero down. They go for a Dartling. Okay. They'll be good with the Dartling. They'll be good with the Dartling, I think. So it's definitely Dartling Druid farm, I think. Dartling, not Dartling Druid Village, I mean. Dartling Druid Village is a popular strategy I've seen with the Druid farms. It's not a bad strategy either. We also do need to get more Druid leaks. Let's put these on close. We got our Druid farm up on our end. Yeah, Dartling Druid Village is what I'm guessing from them, which isn't a bad loadout. Alright, they finally get their Azili down round 4. That's really late to get the Azili down, so that might actually cause some issues for my opponent. The late Azili placement. We'll see how it ends up playing out for them. Keep this guy on strong. They put this guy on last. I need a couple more leaks. Alright, there we go. We'll tower boost this. Alright, we both have to tower boost. It's been a sloppy game, but I think I'm in a pretty good spot. They don't even have a Druid farm on their side yet, and I have 2 Druid farms on my side, so yeah, they've had a lot more complications than me, and mostly because I have Oben and they have Azili. And Oben obviously buffs the Druids early, which makes my early game a lot simpler. So let's actually Bloon boost these at him. Yeah, look at that. We're forcing Dartling upgrades. And we forced them to sell a Druid. Oh, it's so over for Latias, dude. They sold a life buff Druid to get their Dartling upgrade because they didn't have tower boost available. Yeah, my opponent's not in a very good spot now. They are not in a very good spot. Is my Brambles getting hit by those balloons? I don't think so. I might target a little bit further back, though. Okay, they got their first Druid farm up. Nicely done. But they're going to have some issues in the later game rounds. It took them so long to get that Druid farm up on their end. That is not good for Latias. Alright, let's get the second farm upgraded. I'm feeling good on my end. Druid sub farm, I've been using this strategy a lot recently, and it's been very good. With the new Druid farming and stuff, it pairs really well with the banana farms, and it's been super effective. So I do think this could be meta on a couple maps now. I've been having a lot of fun using this loadout. Let's get a third farm down here. I do want to definitely send him a round 11 rush. The plan with round 11 rush is going to be to force a Hydro Rocket Pods on their side. And to afford the Hydro Rocket Pods, they're going to need to sell Druid farms, and it's not going to be pretty for the TS. So that's going to be the plan there. So for one more Druid of the jungle, just so I have it for defense. All right. They actually go for a second Dartling. They're probably going to just tower boost round 11 then. My guess is. Maybe I could have rushed through boost. I honestly probably could have. If I just held down purples longer, I probably could have rushed through boost, but it's not the end of the world. Just forcing a tower boost, and then we're gonna re-rush them on round 13. It's not the end of the world playing it like that. I'm not gonna all out them because I do think an all out's defendable, especially with Azili heart blocker or whatever. Yeah, look at that. They could definitely defend an all out, I'm pretty sure. So we're just gonna let them be with that. I'm just going to have a massive money advantage this game. It's kind of my plan. We've played the early game quite well. We should be able to, in a very good economic spot. Let's also start targeting some Antimo Brambles on our field. Perfect. I mean, I don't think we could have played that early game much better than we did. Maybe made a little, maybe didn't need to use our tower boost that we used earlier, but besides that, my opponent's eco can't be very good. I'm pretty sure we have more eco than them, or at least similar eco. And we obviously have a lot more druid farms, and then we have banana farms on our side. So I like that. But somebody's on last, in all honesty. We'll tower boost this first. Okay, we're good. We got airburst darts on my submarine, and we tower boosted and not defended. If they re-rush me, I'm just gonna get Bloontonium reactor on my end. Would be the plan. Another Druid of the Jungle. I think we've got enough Druid of the Jungles now to defend white balloons pretty well, though. White balloons can be a little bit scary against Druid spam, but we're good now. We're vibing. Round 17. Oh, they're all outing me? Interesting. We'll just tower boost because I have it back. Yeah, they're so dead. Alright, well that's game 1, ladies and gentlemen. They just randomly all outed me. G freaking G's. I'll catch you guys in the next game. Oh man. I think we're currently 20-1 in Sweat Series after that game, which is pretty solid. Alright guys, our next match of today's video is on the map Precious Space with strategy Bomb, Submarine Farm, and Highwayman Jericho. I do actually think this is the meta loadout on this map now. Before, I'd kind of run the strategy with Fate Weaver Adora, but in the last update, Fate Weaver Adora got a Pierce nerf, which actually impacts it quite a bit. And Highwayman Jericho got a ability cooldown buff, so I switched out the hero with this, and it should work out pretty well. Opponent's starting with the Tax Shooter and the Gwendolyn here, and their name is Late Game. But guys, I'm gonna be rude. I'm not gonna take him late game. This is Sweat Series, dude. I need to try hard. I need to try to kill them if I see an opportunity. So what I'm actually gonna do though is I'm gonna get in their head. I'm gonna hit them with the late game question mark emote. I'm gonna get in their head a little bit. Make them think that I want to take a late game, and then I'm gonna hit them with that rush. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be in big trouble. So that's gonna be the game plan. Let's also get my Highwayman Jericho right here on strong. Maybe keep Submarine on last. All right. They are going Tax Shooter. I don't really know about their placements. I mean, Tax Shooter can work on this map. It's a decent bend, but personally, I don't really like tax strategies on this map. And also, their Gwendolyn might be too far away from their Tax Shooter to buff it, because one of the main things about Gwendolyn is that it has a heated up buff that buffs the towers around it. But with their current placements, I don't think the heated up buff will reach the tack. Don't quote me on that, though. All right, let's get Airburst Darts in my sub. We're going to micro the targeting a little bit to try to get it on last, but without many leaks. All right, I think I've done that pretty much. Yeah, we've gone last now. We're good. All right, and then we'll get our first farm down here shortly. Will be the plan. Shortly hereafter, and we have our Highwayman Jericho on strong. We won't get the Highwayman Jericho steal for a bit here, but that's totally fine. Not really too worried about that. Okay, they get their farm down as well. Nicely done. Round 5, we are gonna break both of these islands for more money. And then we're gonna put that money into farm upgrades. They break the island. They can't break the top island though, because they have their Tax Shooter on it. Now they actually aren't sending me any white balloons. So normally, if the opponent does send you whites, you go for triple guns with this loadout. But they aren't sending me white balloons. I'm just gonna chill with an Airburst Darts and probably go for a secondary farm on my side here soon. So, I mean, I'll take the extra greed, Mr. Late Game, with a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it. Increase production. They already go for a mortar. Okay, so we see all 3 of their towers now. It's Tack, Mortar, Farm, Gwendolyn. Okay. The problem with going for a mortar here, though, is that their Taxer is defending everything. Why build up the mortar? Build up more farms, brother. The Tack's fine. We're gonna steal from them, though. Okay, they're actually sending me black balloons now. I put myself in a little bit of a situation, haven't I? By greeting too much farm upgrades. We're good now. We're fine. Oh. They are actually balloon boosting. I honestly think we're kind of fine through the... Let's go for one more sub. Yeah, I definitely put myself in this situation by greeting too long without the triple guns. Now I'm down to 36, which is honestly not terrible, but could have played that better. So with their current setup, I can't really do anything for a bit. They're sending me yellows. I guess I'll go for a bomb shooter. Okay, he's balloon boosting. Okay, I'm gonna just go for cluster bomb. I'm just gonna bite. They've gotten super aggressive out of nowhere. It's sending me pink balloons too. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get up a plantation of mine here soon. What I'm actually gonna do is an interesting little play. I'm gonna go double plant. So we get plantation here. I'm not actually going to crosspath it, because then on round 10, I'm going to be able to remove this obstacle and get the second plantation, and we can buy the crosspath afterwards. We'll crosspath one of them. I actually kind of want to rush them, because I feel like they don't have much money on hand right now. Oh, they're dead. Unless they Maelstrom. Oh, they got the Maelstrom up. Is it too late? GG. We didn't take him late game. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. On to the next. Let's get it. Alright, guys, by the way, we now have a 5-win streak, which is pretty cool. We're going to zero it on the map Sands time, so let's get it. Alright, opponent's currently on 1 bar. Hopefully that does not become an issue later on, because facing laggy opponents is never a fun time, but we'll wait and see. I'm going to do the same thing I did the first match, where I start with the 2 druids. It's going to be the plan here. Oh. Okay, we're done. Oh. Okay, we're back. Alright, we start with 1 druid. We'll get the second one down here. Oh. We're back again. Okay. Let's see what Zerod's cooking up here. They did bring Ocean Open, so looks like they're going to do 2 druid start as well. I did actually over-eco, so I won't be able to get Oben round 1, which is a little bit of a problem. That's on me, chat. That's on me. But it looks like opponent doesn't get their Oben round 1 either. Now, with them going Ocean Open, I'm assuming their loadout's going to be Druid Village Super Monkey. I have seen a lot of people using that loadout, especially since I've made the videos on it. So we'll have to wait and see. They end up getting the bottom path on both their druids. Nicely done. So they're going to be getting some druid leaks in there. I'll be getting my druid leaks in here shortly after 2. So let's start cross-pathing my druids. They actually still haven't gotten their hero down. Round 3 and no Ocean Open placed is actually maybe a bit of a problem for them. Maybe I should want to balloon boost them some yellow balloons, because without the extra pierce on their druids from the Ocean Open, they might be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, Ocean Open on the water! Ocean Open on the water! Let's go! Yo, I gotta give him the hearts for that. That's what I'd like to see, Mr. Zarat. Zarat. Am I saying Zarat? Zarat? I don't know how to pronounce it. But that's what I'd like to see, bro. Ocean Open on the water is one of the best plays of all time. And my druid targeting is absolutely horrendous. Okay. I think we're fine. Hopefully. Am I out of the woods? This on first? Alright, I think I somehow fixed the druid's chasing, which is good. And we got our druid leaks in the process. Alright, druid of the jungle on this. We're fine. We're fine. Somehow Zarat's fine as well. Zarat. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop trying to pronounce the name. We're good though. Man, I gotta give this guy some credit for putting it on the water. That's always really cool to see. Let's throw down some Oben coral or Oben brambles. Nice. This one's on last. Is that fine? Do we keep it on last? I think we do. We'll get the second druid of the jungle here in a little bit. There we go. We both got our second druid of the jungle at the same time. Okay. That's fair. Round 6. And now we'll start getting banana farms down. With 2 druid of the jungles, I can pretty much defend early game with this setup, so now we start getting banana farms down. It looks like they're going to go for more druid of the jungles because they probably don't have banana farm in their loadout, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's keep throwing down these corals. Upgrade the farm. Alright, they get the third one up. Nicely done. They're actually not sending me any yellow balloons, so they're playing a little bit more druid heavy, it looks like. Now, if their loadout is Druid Village Super Monkey, definitely have to be aggressive. Sending some round 11, round 13 rushes, sending some rushes later in the game is going to be my game plan to win. A lot of these Sweat Series games are going to be more aggressive than my normal content, because lots of the time when I'm making normal videos, I'm trying to get some cool late game defense. In Sweat Series, that's not exactly the goal. The goal is just to win. So, to win, a lot of the time, you need to be sending some rushes. So, let me know in the comment section down below if you kind of like the duality of my content, some of them being more late game defend focused and some of them being just showing you guys how to win, because yeah, that's what Sweat Series is about. It's ice. Oh, it's not even it might be Druid Ice Super Monkey. That could be the loadout, or it could be Druid Ice something else. Druid Ice Village, I don't know. Ice actually kind of surprised me there, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we've got 4 farms on our side, which is actually kind of crazy. Let's go for another Druid farm for a little bit of extra defense. They went for an ice shards on their side. What's their camo detection though? Like the Druid, okay, they got village. That's what they're doing for camos. I see. So it's Druid Ice Village. That makes sense. Do I send them around 11? I don't know how much that'll actually defend round 11. I'm gonna test the waters. Okay, force tower boost. That's what I wanted. Forcing tower boost there is good. They go for a druid? Well, that's not life buffed though. They're in trouble, right? Let's just send them a lot of rainbows. They're definitely in trouble. Oh, they actually might defend. Hold up. He defended. I guess I could have sent Regions. Regions actually might have killed him because they don't have that many Druid farms on their side to de-regrow. So maybe Regions was the play. I'm actually surprised that defended though. I'm very surprised. Okay, we need more defense on our end. Currently, our defensive setup is very weak. Let's just tower boost this. The tower boost was like super late. Okay, we need to... Okay, the game's lagging. I mean, that wasn't a good play on my end either way, but I blame some of it on game lag. Okay, I blame a little bit of it on game lag. I can't lose to Xerath though. No shot I'm going to lose this guy. I'm surprised that defended though. Maybe if I all-outed him with rainbows though, it would have done something. I definitely could have sent more. Alright, we're good. Nothing to worry about here. We're just going to keep on ecoing. Now, Druid Ice Village, I don't really know when's the rushing opportunities I have. When I should rush. Maybe Fortified ZOMG, actually. That's going to be a good rush, I think. They're probably going to need a Spirit of the Forest against a Fortified ZOMG. That's probably a good rushing opportunity. Tight leads as well. Yeah, those are two things that come to mind. Maybe a fortified BFB. Do I go for any more Druid farms? Probably not. Probably better just for me to put my money into eco or farms at this point, unless I need defense. If I need defense, then I can go for more Druid farms, but I don't need any defense right now. Okay, they're sending me that. Speaking of defense needed, I think we're good against this with our setup, though. Yeah, we defended that pretty easily. All right. They went for another 203 Druid. Nicely done. Nicely done, brother. Okay, let's just keep that submerged. Let's target some anti-mold brambles in the field. And we'll get some marketplaces up on my end. They went for an embrittlement. Okay, I'm not sending them a fortified BFB anymore. Since they bought that embrittlement, they pretty much already have fortified BFB defense for the most part. So I don't think that'd be a good send. But fortified ZOMG is still on the table for sure. We're gonna stop my eco right there. That's a good amount of eco. Round 20. This mob should not really be a problem. We don't put a lot of these guys on strong, actually. They're going for a village farm. Nicely done. I think the plan is I'm going to sell this to fund my my fortified ZOMG. Just like that. I have trees now as well, so we use the trees. Still some lag going on. Alright, let's see what they do against this. This is not going to be a fun time for Mr. Xerath. This is not going to be a fun time at all for him. And we'll go for a little bit more eco. They go for a Populist on their side? Okay. So they're trying a no Spear of the Forest defense strategy, where they tower boost with Populists and embrittlement. And it's actually kind of shredding, I'm not going to lie. The embrittlement helps out so much there, doesn't it? They have 4 Populists. Okay. Oh, they're selling a bunch of... What are they doing now? Oh, they're countering me. Okay, we just get Spear of the Forest here. Spear of the Forest defends. Alright. I think we won. I think we won. Alright. They don't have money to defend now after they countered me. That was actually a fun game, to be honest. That was a fun one. I enjoyed that match quite a bit. I'll catch you guys in the next one. We're 3-0 so far in today's video. Let's keep the ball rolling. Alright guys, next match of today's video is against Fla Poker Player. We are on the map of Cobra Command with the strategy Bomb Spike Factory Farm. And opponent actually going to be going a similar strategy as me too, because they're bringing Etienne as well. Now, I don't know why I placed my Etienne here, I'll be honest. I probably should have placed mine in a similar location to them. And what in God's green earth is that tack spot? Okay, well then. We'll have to see what they're cooking with that spot. That's definitely one of the tack spots of all time. Let's send them some spaced greens, because maybe do some damage against them until they upgrade that tack. And we'll start to upgrade my bomb shooter here a little bit. Okay, they actually go for straight for a blade shooter. With the blade shooter, they'll probably be good against space screens. I need to upgrade my bomb into cluster bombs early. Now, the one thing they do got going for them with attack spot is they are anti-stalling. And an attack versus bomb matchup, most of the time the attack player should anti-stall. So, because they have the little bit more of an aggressive loadout. So that doesn't make kind of sense as far as that's concerned. But again, that is a really weird tack spot. You gotta give it to them. It's a very odd spot. And the annoying part is it could be so much better if they just placed it a couple pixels to the left. So let me explain. They have it right here. If they place a little bit more to the left, their attack that's shooting like vertically outwards would actually clip the balloons on their way down because the blades have a pretty big hitbox. And if they placed it more to the left, the attack that's going down to the right would hit balloons more often as well. So like, that actually could be a okay attack spot if they placed it just slightly over. Just ever so slightly. But we're gonna first farm down here. Opponent's got 1.2k on hand, so let me move my camera. We'll see if they end up going for a farm or anything here soon. So far they haven't. They're just kind of sitting with a bunch of money. They're just sitting with it. Alright, they actually go for a village. They're going for a village farm. That's what they're doing. This is something new. I'm gonna be honest. This might be a new strategy I'm witnessing here. And they're going for another tax shooter. Okay. I mean, is he in the kitchen right now, guys, or is he burning the food? I'm leaning towards the latter here. I think the food's kind of getting burnt a little bit. Let's buy bigger bombs. My bomb shooter. They're upgrading their second tack a little bit. Okay. I see you, brother. I'm assuming that's going to be a hot shots, and that's probably going to be built into the Ring of Fire. That's going to be like their defensive setup. Ring of Fire, Camo Village, but are they going to go for like an early village farm? Is that what their plan is? Because right now they haven't sent me very much eco, so their eco is definitely similar to mine. Yeah, they go for the hot shot. I don't think that was necessary though. Like, they're kind of defending without it. Why not just get the village farm first? Or whatever, I don't know. To each their own. We're going to keep farming my end though. Greater production here, nice. Let's get another farm right up here. Okay. 3 farms, and then that's probably gonna be good for now, and then we'll get our spike factory towards the back. Is gonna be the game plan. The spike factory towards the back is gonna be important because if I can get a decent spike pile going, then my opponent can't really force me to spend money on my 18 level round 12 without sending a giant camo rush, which obviously camo rushes are expensive, so people don't want to do that. Alright, keep this on close. We got smart spikes up, we'll get bigger stacks on this as well. Let's send them some white balloons. Because I don't know if they can afford they can't afford the Ring of Fire yet. Does that kill them? Oh, what a smart rush, bro. Because if I waited to rush on round 11, they afford the Ring of Fire and the rush does nothing. But rushing with a weaker rush on round 10 before they can afford the Ring of Fire actually was the play. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, we're against Latias once again on Sands of Time once again, but I've switched up a little bit. I've switched farm for Spike Factory. Both farm and Spike Factory definitely have advantages in this loadout. I don't really think there's necessarily a better option on this map. But I want to try Spike Factory because we've already brought farm twice in this video, and you know, it should work out pretty well. Opponent's starting with Gwendolyn though, so Latias switched their loadout as well, because if I remember correctly, this was this the Azili user that I played against, who was going the Dartling Druid Azili loadout? I think it was. Also, I definitely over eco, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, we'll be getting our Oben down right about now. That's fine. They're going for Druid. Druid Azili. Druid Gwendolyn. So it's not Druid Azili, it's Druid Gwendolyn. Interesting. We're gonna need to get our Druid leaks in here soon. I don't know how I keep messing up my round 1 Oben, dude. That's like kind of bad for me, is it not? I think they're going Dartling Druid Village once again, just with Gwendolyn. Oh, against Dartling Druid Village. I'm not actually sure who has a better late game, to be honest. Both strategies could probably compete decently late game. I probably will have more money than them, though. Because I have Energizer for Druid farms. We'll see how it's to play now. This actually will be a pretty fun one. This will be a pretty fun 5th match to see if we can go 5-0. This is an interesting matchup. We got our 2 Druids up to Heart of Vengeance, though. I'm going to put these both on close. Try to start leaking a little bit. If I can get some leaks in, that's going to be really good for me. We should leak against these pinks pretty well. Oh, crap. I just now realized that... What is it? Okay, actually, wait. Double Strong actually kind of cleaned up pretty well. Still need a little bit more, though. We can get a Druid farm here in a second. Druid of the Jungle. Alright, they got their Druid of the Jungle up, but they only have 1. And I don't think they even have it on life buffed either. So that's not very good from Latias there. Still need a couple more leaks. Alright, that's good on leaks. That's good on leaks. There we go. Alright, we did it. We got max life buff on 2 druid farms. We didn't use tower boost early game. I'll take that. So yeah, Gwendolyn's gonna be a lot better than Azili for them early game. Late game, Azili would probably be better, but they were having some issues early game last time around, so it kind of makes sense why I switched to Gwendolyn. That's fair. But they're just spamming druids now. I think I'll send them some yellows in round 7. We'll just have these 2 druids off the rip, and then I'll send a good amount of yellow blue Nico. That's gonna be a solid plan. But yeah, these 2 life up druids are really good for me because they need 4 druid farms to have the same amount of money production as my 2 druid farms. And right now they only have 2 druid farms in their end. They got a 3rd one up. I think they'll be good against yellow, especially if they use Cocktail from Gwendolyn, but the yellows aren't really necessarily to force defense, just to get good eco. Yep, they use Cocktail, they're good. Nicely done. Yeah, their eco can't be very good here, because they haven't really sent me any grouped stuff. So at this point now, we both have the same amount of druid farm action, but I've got a massive eco advantage, so I'll take that for sure. I will take that. The only thing about this match, though, compared to the last time I faced them, is I'm not going to be able to force their Hydro Rocket Pods very easily, because now, this time around, they have more druid farms, and they have Gwendolyn, which helps them out a lot defensively, too, and I don't have Banana Farm in my loadout, so forcing that Hydro Rocket Pods on their side is not going to be an easy task. And maybe they'll try to rush me, who knows? Because I have been greeting pretty substantially here. Maybe they try to pressure me a little bit. They did send me that Ceramic Rush last time. Round 11. Let's see. So far, nothing. I'm going to go for another Druid Farm. I'm going to send them Camel Leads on round 12. They'll probably Cocktail it. The thing is, their Dartling's not in their Gwendolyn range, so Dartling can't pop Leads. If they had a Dartling in their Gwendolyn range, the Gwendolyn could... Oh, they're actually doing that now. They're smart. Nice play. You know, I gotta give him props for that play. I gotta give him props for that play. That is a smart play. I'm actually gonna Bloon Boost. I'm gonna send them a little bit of rush, though. Okay, we forced that Rocket Pods. That's what I wanted to force. I'll take it. Let's get another Druid Farm on our side. I feel like they're gonna rush me. Are they? Let's go for another Druid Farm. I really don't want to have to buy defense against this. I can just get enough Druid Farms to the point where we defend. It's kind of my game plan. And it looks like we're kind of defending with this. Maybe one more Druid Farm and then I'll call it quits. Yep, there we go. Now we should be have enough to defend White Bloons pretty well. We're vibing. Good stuff, good stuff. I'll start to max eco at them now. Alright, I think I'm in a pretty good position there. Forcing that Hydro Rocket Pods is really big for us, so I'm happy I forced that on their end. Now, I don't really know how we want to rush them here on out. They have Dartling Druid Village. I'm assuming their third's Village. It could be something else. Village would make the most sense to me. Both of us probably have pretty similar late games. They have Homeland defense for their stuff, but I can Spike Storm spam, which is really strong as well. So they might have slightly stronger late game, but I also will have more money than them, I'm pretty sure. I have better early game greed, and I can get Energizer for my Druid farm, so there's definitely quite a bit of advantages to both loadouts here. It'll be an interesting matchup to see how things are playing out, but I'm gonna get Jungle's Bounty on my side here pretty soon. Maybe I send them a I'm thinking about sending them a fortified ZOMG though in round 22. A fortified ZOMG is typically a pretty good rush against that loadout. Okay, they're actually getting Druid farms in this round. Or not Druid farms, Druid buff. I actually don't even have a life to leak to do that. So I'll let him do it though. I'll let him do it. We're gonna start getting Jungle's Bounties on my end. Should I go for any more Druid of the Jungles? Maybe one more for old time's sake. Maybe just one more. But yeah, I think a fortified ZOMG is typically a good rush against their loadout. Oh wait, they have village farms. I didn't even think about that. Maybe they will have more money than me with village farms then. Village farms do complicate things a little bit. I did not even think about that, bro. Dang. This might be a bad matchup for me then. I forgot village farms were a thing. I am definitely going to send them around 22 fortified ZOMG though. That's going to be a pretty good rush for us, I'm pretty sure. I like that. I like the idea of that rush a lot. Especially because they don't have a Zealy. If they had a Zealy, I'm not sending this rush, but without a Zealy, this rush makes a lot more sense. They're getting Druid Leaks in. Are they dead? Oh. No, they're not dead. Send them one of these. And we'll Bloon Boost it. We'll see what they do here. Keep going for Jungle's Bounties. I think they're saving up for a Plasma Accelerator on their side. They got Dartling down. Okay, so they're trying the non-Spear of the Forest defense route. Typically, I go for Spear of the Forest. If I was going their loadout, I'd typically go for Spear of the Forest against this on one of the life buff druids, but it looks like that's not their idea, their plan. They only went for Laser Cannon. No, they got Plasma Accelerator up now. Nicely done. They got it up, but it's getting blocked by the purples. I can actually kind of mess them up with purple blue Nico. Let's do that. Yeah, they're gonna have some troubles against this. The insides are gonna be a big issue. They get Jungle Drums up. They still haven't even popped the lair. This is why you go for Spear of the Forest. They might just go down here. Even with Tower Boost, I still think they'll have a problem. Okay, purples aren't doing anything anymore. We don't need to send them anymore. They Rocket Storm, they Firestorm. Oh, the Rocket Storm, Firestorm, Tower Boost combo did hold through. They had to spend everything to do it, but it did work. Nicely done, brother. Nice defense. I gotta give it to them. That was close, but they pulled through with it. Okay. Now, normally I don't recommend this, but in this matchup, it kind of makes sense. I might send them a DDT or two because they don't have Spear of the Forest up yet, and Dartling doesn't really defend DT as well. And all the druids they have placed don't have camo detection either, so they do have a pretty big DT weakness right now. I don't have a DT weakness because I have Spike Factory, and obviously Spike Factory, fantastic for DTs. But they're getting that up too late. I think they're dead. I think they're dead. They got it up too late. And they don't have MIB. They're dead. Yep. See, against DTs with their loadout, you need to have Spear of the Forest already built so like the vines are down, and you need to be ready to have that MIB village. Or you can use Gwendolyn Firestorm with the Spear of the Forest, but I don't think he had it off cooldown, so he couldn't use Gwendolyn Firestorm. Either way, that's GG. That is episode 5 of the Sweat series. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe on the forward, run back out. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.